For sure.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. 2 now on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Breida. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Tua. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Tua now on first down. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's brought down. These two teams all tied after 1. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Play action, now it's Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Breida. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give coming right is Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. That was never on target. It's no good. Line to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On play action, here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Johnson's got it complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. You don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. Allen going to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is taken just shy of the 10. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On first down, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Allen escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now it's Breida. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 36, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun, it's Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Check 26, check 26.
Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breeden. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. An option run with Tua. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start